Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where we make learning English simple and fun. Today, I have a very important topic for you: how to speak fluent English. Whether you're a beginner or have been learning English for years, these tips will help you speak more confidently and naturally. Have you ever felt frustrated because you can understand English in a classroom or even here on YouTube? But when it comes to real conversations, it feels like a completely different language. If that sounds like you, don't worry, you're not alone, and today I'm going to show you how to overcome that. Before we dive in, let me ask you something. Have you ever watched an English movie or TV show and thought, why can't I speak English like that? You might understand the words, but putting them together when you speak can feel really challenging. Maybe you even get nervous when you have to speak in front of others, but guess what? Speaking English fluently is not just about knowing the words, it's about how you use them. Today, I'm going to share some practical steps that you can start using right away to improve your fluency. Step 1. Immerse yourself in English. The first step to speaking fluent English is to immerse yourself in the language. Immersion means surrounding yourself with English as much as possible. This doesn't mean you have to move to an English-speaking country, but it does mean making English a part of your daily life. Listen to English every day. Start by listening to English every day. You can watch English movies, TV shows, or YouTube videos. But don't just listen passively, try to understand the words and phrases being used. If you hear a word you don't know, write it down and look it up later. Change your phone language to English. This might seem like a small change, but it can make a big difference. By changing your phone's language settings to English, you'll start seeing and using English more frequently. Follow English social media accounts, follow English-speaking influencers, news outlets, or other content creators on social media. This way, you'll be exposed to English every time you check your feed. Step 2. Practice speaking out loud. Now that you're surrounding yourself with English, the next step is to start speaking it. And I mean speaking out loud, not just in your head. Speaking is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Here are some ways to practice speaking. Talk to yourself. I know it might sound a bit silly, but talking to yourself in English is a great way to practice. You can describe what you're doing, what you're thinking, or even what you see around you. Record yourself. Another great way to practice is by recording yourself speaking. Choose a topic you're interested in and talk about it for a few minutes. Then, listen to the recording and see if there's anything you can improve. It might feel awkward at first, but it's a fantastic way to track your progress. Find a speaking partner. If you can, find a speaking partner. This could be a friend who's also learning English or a native speaker who wants to practice your language. Speaking with someone else can help you get used to real conversations and improve your confidence. Step 3. Learn common phrases and expressions. One of the biggest challenges in speaking fluent English is not knowing what to say. But the good news is, you don't need to know every word in the English language to speak fluently. Instead, focus on learning common phrases and expressions that you can use in everyday situations. Here are a few tips. Learn phrases, not just words. When you learn new vocabulary, try to learn it in the context of a phrase or sentence. For example, instead of just learning the word busy, learn the phrase I'm busy right now. This way, you'll know how to use the word in a real conversation. Use English phrases in your native language. Start incorporating English phrases into your native language. For example, if you're talking to a friend in your native language, try throwing in some English phrases like, by the way, or in my opinion. This will help you get used to switching between languages. Practice real conversations when you're watching English movies or TV shows. Pay attention to how native speakers use phrases and expressions. Try to mimic their intonation and rhythm. Step 4. Improve your pronunciation. Speaking fluently also means speaking clearly so that others can understand you. Pronunciation is key to being understood. Even if you know the right words, if your pronunciation isn't clear, it can be hard for others to understand you. Listen and repeat. One of the best ways to improve your pronunciation is by listening to native speakers and repeating what they say. You can do this with YouTube videos, podcasts, or even songs. Focus on how words are pronounced and try to mimic the sounds. Practice difficult sounds. Every language has sounds that are difficult for non-native speakers. In English, sounds like th and think or and run can be tricky. Practice these sounds repeatedly until you feel comfortable with them. Use online tools. There are many online tools and apps that can help you improve your pronunciation. Some apps can even analyze your pronunciation and give you feedback. Use these tools to practice and refine your skills. Step 5. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. One of the biggest barriers to speaking fluently is the fear of making mistakes. But here's the thing, making mistakes is a natural part of learning. Everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers. The important thing is to learn from them and keep going. Here's how you can overcome the fear of making mistakes. Embrace your mistakes. Instead of feeling embarrassed by your mistakes, see them as opportunities to learn. Every time you make a mistake, you're one step closer to speaking fluently. Ask for feedback. When you're practicing with a friend or a teacher, ask them to give you feedback. They can help you identify areas where you need to improve and give you tips on how to do it. Be patient with yourself. Learning a language takes time, and it's important to be patient with yourself. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and keep pushing forward. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and share. See you soon.